welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Grace. Make sure you definitely subscribe down below. So for today's video, you guys have been asking for this for forever, but while I was in quarantine, I was like, okay, I'm not really like gonna self-tan. There's no point. I'm just like sitting around doing nothing. But I decided to finally film my sunless self-tanning routine for you guys. You guys have been asking for it for forever. So here it is. I tanned last night and you'll see all the clips as I'm like inserting them and talking. But I wanted to kind of just like tell you guys about each step I do and everything I do. So I'm so excited to be partnering with Loving Tan on this video. They actually reached out to me a few weeks ago and asked if they could send me some of their tanning products. And if you guys don't know, I actually already use Loving Tan. Like, I literally have, these are my products that I have. As you can tell, like, it's almost actually gone, but this was the second repurchase of that bottle that I had made. So I had already been using their products, and so I was like, yes, please send me more. I love their products. So I was so excited when they reached out to me, because if you guys don't know, I like to tag companies and brands through my Instagram posts so they can see it, and that's how I get a lot of the companies that I work with to reach out to me. So it's super awesome, and I like them. They are willing to work with me, so it's just a win-win. But yeah, I'm so excited to be working with Loving Tan on this video. So I'm going to be showing you guys all the different products I use that help make my tan just look super natural and like glowy. Yeah, let's get right into this video. The first thing that I do before I tan is I shower, shave, and exfoliate. So you definitely want to start your tan on clean skin. So get in the shower, wash your body, and the first thing I like to do is to shave my legs. So it's a lot easier if you're working on just like a smooth base to tan. It's gonna come out probably more even. I've never done it where I haven't like shaved my legs before. So your tan's just gonna come out super even, super smooth. The one thing I love about Loving Tan is even when you do apply their tanner, I've never been streaky from a tan. So it's awesome, but it's just gonna make your tan look 10 times better if you are shaving before. So I just shave my legs, good to go, super easy. After I have shaved my legs, I like to go in with a sugar scrub. So sugar scrubs are super awesome for removing any extra dry skin or like dry spots you might have. It's just gonna smooth them over. I like to use it on my arms because I do get kind of like weird little dry spots on my arms. So I do it on my arms, I use the sugar scrub, I'll do it on my legs, my stomach, my chest, just pretty much everywhere I'm going to be tanning. I use that sugar scrub because, again, it's really just going to make everything nice and smooth for a great base for tanning. I'm just going to show you guys all the goodies Loving Tan sent me so you can see. So it's literally like heaven for me. So they sent me all these. Like I said, I already had these two products myself, so I'm just so excited, and I'm just gonna be pointing out. So this was my first time ever using their tan removing and skin polishing glove. So what's super awesome about this is I had wanted something kind of like this before, and I'm pretty sure this is one of their newer launches of an item. And basically, if you're trying to get rid of an old tan, this is super awesome. So I used this in my shower last night to kind of scrub off any extra tanner I might have on. So I use the black side. What you do is you just get a little damp in the shower and go over your body and just scrub. And that's just gonna, again, help remove any extra tanner you might have left over that you want to just smooth over. The pink side is for a bit of a lighter exfoliation, so if you maybe have more sensitive skin, start out with the pink side, and then if you're going for a deeper exfoliation, use the black side, which is what I use. That's what I do after I scrub. And you might think like, oh, you don't really need to do both of those steps together, but I think doing both of them together, doing the scrub and the exfoliating, just makes it look so much better in the end result. So once I get out of the shower, we're all exfoliated, shaved, clean, everything is smooth. You want to let your body dry off a little bit. So what I'll do is I actually went and just like worked on some work, watched some YouTube for like a few hours before I actually went back in the bathroom to start tanning. So I let everything dry, just let my pores close up and that kind of thing. Loving Tan has two different mousses. So I personally like the deluxe bronzing mousse, so they sent me 2 more of these, which literally I'm so pumped for. So as you can see, that's the one I actually already had used, and I get the shade Ultra Dark. So they say to pick the shade that is best for your skin tone. So they have medium, they have dark, they have ultra dark, which is what I like to use. So really, you could pick whatever shade you like. I just like to be super, super dark. So if you don't want to be this dark, you could go with the dark shade. You could go with medium if you want just a more natural like glow. So they have tons of options for you guys to be picking from. They have the deluxe bronzing mousse, and what I like to do with this is I like to put it on the night before and then sleep in it and then shower it off in the morning. So they have this one, and then they have the 2-hour tanner, which you put on, leave it on for 2 hours, and then you rinse it off. So that one you could do again before you go to bed and then rinse it off before you sleep, or you could do it in the morning, put on the tanner, and then rinse it off before you're about to leave. But I just like the deluxe bronzing mousse. I don't have a problem with having to sleep in it. The one thing that's super awesome, I have tried other tanners before from like the drugstore and stuff, and they do have like terrible smells. And Loving Tan, it does have like a little bit of a smell, but it's not like, it smells good. Like, I like the smell of it. So, and the ingredient list on these tanners is pretty minimal, so it's super awesome. So after I'm all dry, what I like to do is go into my bathroom, and I don't like to wear like clothes when I'm tanning. So before I actually go in with applying the self tanner, I like to go in with a moisturizer. So I just use this one from Aveeno. You can use any moisturizer you have at home, but I like to put that moisturizer on anywhere that may be a little bit bonier on your body, where you don't want the tan to overexpose, because when it's a little bit bonier, it's easier for the tans to overexpose. So I like to do it on my ankles, my feet, my knees, my elbows, my wrist, and my hands, and then I'll sometimes apply it on my collarbone a little bit. So yeah, you just put that moisturizer on. I don't put too much, I just put a little bit, and put it wherever you need to, and it's gonna give you a good base so it doesn't overexpose in those areas. And if you don't want to put a moisturizer on, just make sure you're rubbing lightly in those areas. But it's super easy and it's not that much more of a step. So after you are all moisturized, you want to start tanning. I use their deluxe applicator mitt. This is the tanning mitt I've always actually used for both of the bottles that I've bought of this myself. So what I like to do is I'll squirt 3 pumps of the mousse into my mitt, 3 pumps of the mousse into my mitt for my legs. So I'll put that on kind of the lower half of my legs and work it up, and then if I need a little bit more, I'll put like maybe like a half a pump on my upper legs. But I normally just focus more on like my lower legs, but whatever. And then when I go over my feet, say this was my foot, I just basically like tap the mitt over it, because again, I don't want it to overexpose that area and have my feet orange. So that's what I do for my legs. For my stomach, I use 1 pump and just put that all over my stomach, rubbing it to my back. I'm able to reach my back super easily, but if you're struggling with that, I'm pretty sure they do have a applicator that's for your back, or you can just grab your mom, your friend, your sister, whoever to help you out putting it on your back, and you're just doing circular motions, again, just rubbing that in. Something I really love about Loving Tan tanner is the color is transparent right away, so you can see where you're putting the tanner on your body, and the tanner also doesn't dry overly fast to where you can't rub it in time, because I know sometimes that's like a struggle. You're like, gotta rub it in super fast, but no, with Loving Tan, if you see you missed like somewhere, you can go back in and kind of smooth it down, and it'll look great in the morning once you rinse it all off. Then I do about 1 pump on my chest area, and I'll do about 2 pumps for my arms, and I just kind of go around my armpits so they're not like orange. But yeah, and then I'll put a little bit on my neck, and yeah, so that's my body. Once my body is all tanned, what I'll do is I'll probably stand there for about a minute, let it dry. I put on like a loose shirt or something to have on, and then I'll just get in my bed. And the other great thing about Loving Tan is the tanner doesn't stain your sheets or anything. So I remember I've actually used this tanner on my mom before, and she was like, oh, is this gonna stain my bed? Like, do I need to put a towel down? And I was like, nope, doesn't stain your bed, doesn't ruin anything. It's awesome, it doesn't turn anything brown. Once I wake up the next morning, I will go take a shower. Good morning, you guys. So I just woke up about 30 minutes ago, and I'm about to shower off the tan. I'm going to show you it in some better lighting in a second, but I wanted to just get it in the same lighting as last night. As you can see, my face compared to my body is way paler, so I'm going to show you guys kind of how I like fix that and everything in a second. But I just wanted to pop over here and take some more clips for you guys because I went from this to this overnight, so I'm so excited. And I rinse it off with no soap. Sometimes I've done it like a light soapy wash, but you really don't need any soap. You just are rinsing off kind of the excess. So as you guys saw in the clips, my face was still super pale the next morning because I don't use the mousse on my face, and I was so excited when Loving Tan came out with their face tanner. I restocked on product during Black Friday, and when I saw that they had this, I was like, oh my god, I have to order that. So I ordered it, and they actually sent me another one, so I'm so excited for once this one runs out, I'll have a backup. But yeah, this is super awesome to use because it's made for your face, so you don't have to worry about breaking out. I have super sensitive skin, and this hasn't broken me out, which is a miracle. And the great thing about this is it's gonna match your tanning. So I actually get this in the shade dark, and it still works amazing for the ultra dark tan. So what I'll do with this is I'll put it on with this little like buffing brush I have. I've used it before with my hands, and it works perfectly fine as long as you go wash your hands off right after. It doesn't stain them. But I'll put it on with this little brush, and I'll just kind of buff it out. And I also like to focus it more on areas where you naturally get hit by the sun. So like I'll put a little bit more on my forehead, on my cheeks, on my nose, those types of places. And then I also like to blend it down my neck a little bit so it blends in with everything. But yeah, you can use it with a brush, you can use it with your fingers, you could use the mitt if you wanted. But I love this face tanner because, as you guys saw, my face was so white after I had tanned, but my face wasn't tan. So the other two products Loving Tan sent me, I was so excited to try out. I keep saying that, but literally you guys don't realize how excited I was when they reached out to me because I love them. One thing you want to make sure when you're self-tanning is that you're moisturizing enough because you don't want to dry out your body. Loving Tan has their Deluxe Gradual Tanner Nourishing Body Lotion, and it's tinted. So I got mine in the shade dark, and basically what you can do is you can use this every day if you want for a buildable color. If you want to go with something a little bit lighter that's just gonna build up versus like bam, your tan, this is your product because it's just a lotion. You put it on. If you're trying to extend your tan, this will extend your tan. When I use this, it makes my tan last up to like 2.5 weeks, which is amazing, and it keeps everything super hydrated. So it's literally amazing for that. So I'll just put some of this on my hand and then rub it in. You could use it with the mitt if you wanted, but again, if you are washing your hands off super fast after, I find that it doesn't turn my hands orange at all. And then one of their other products that they recently came out with was their Bronze Shimmer Cream. So basically you can apply this on untanned skin, you can apply it on your tan skin, and basically it's just going to deepen your tan for a natural bronzed glow, which just looks so nice. Like if you're sitting outside by the pool and you have some of this on your legs or like your like shoulders, it's gonna look so good. So I'm super excited about these products. I've been loving them so far. I have nothing bad to honestly say about Loving Tan. I've heard about tanners that like turn people like green and like yellow and orange, and not gonna lie, I've literally seen self-tanners. Like I remember when I was in high school, there was this one girl who self-tanned, and I don't know what tanner she used, but she was yellow, like yellow. So Loving Tan does not do this. I always get so many compliments when I use them at my work. When I was working out one day, some lady asked me what tanner I used. So I always just get the best compliments from them. It's amazing results. So if you're looking for self-tanner, definitely check out Loving Tan, and don't forget to use my discount code so you can get a free mitt and get a little bit of a discount off your purchase. That is what I've used. I was so excited, like I said again, so thank you so much to Loving Tan for sending me all these products because now I'm stocked up for a while. But yeah, that's basically my tanning routine. If you guys liked this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, make sure to definitely subscribe down below. And if you want to enter my giveaway for once we hit 15,000 subscribers for a custom name necklace, I'll have all that information in the description box below for you guys. Make sure you're following me over on Instagram, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.